So as you already maybe know, I bought a house. And obviously when you buy a house, everyone likes to give you an opinion of what you should do first. You need to get a bed, you should get some sofas, don't forget to make the place pretty for all the visitors coming around. But I already knew what I wanted to do, and that was build my dream gaming room. Guess it's time to get to work. So this is the second bedroom. Supposed to be for any guests that stay over.
Nope.
But they're getting the third bedroom instead, the smaller room. This second bedroom instead is going to be our gaming room.
Nice.
That's right, it's going to be the man cave where we have our computer set up and maybe some of our little nerdy items to decorate it. There's obviously a lot of work to be done, as you can see. You'll also be able to hear it's empty, so there's just a big mad echo. Hopefully once we fill it up a little bit with different things, our desk, our furniture, our decorations, then hopefully the echo will leave us. Not sure where we're going to put the gaming setup yet. Don't know if the desk's going to go on that wall or that wall. Okay, I don't really like it on the wall where the camera is because the door's there. Once we build our desk, we'll get a better idea of where we want it. Don't really want it at the window. Potentially this wall or that wall, or maybe the wall where the camera is. Haven't really made up my mind yet. Thankfully, we probably shouldn't really be screwing anything onto the wall yet. So that means we can move it around and trial and test different setups and see basically where it looks good. And that leads me to these bad boys. As you can see, we've picked up two Alex drawer units from IKEA. We're going to use the Alex drawers to go either side of the desk for a little bit of storage, and then we're going to mount a tabletop or a desktop along the top of both of them. All in white for a white gaming setup to match our PC build that we're going to make shortly. And yeah, that's the agenda for today. If we can get these two made today, I will be happy. Hopefully by lunchtime, because I'm already getting hungry.
Yeah, boy.
I have a lot of pieces. That's all out of one box. Hopefully after the first one, the second one will be easier to build. Anyway, let's do this. Alright, you can see we've finished one of the drawers. That's going to go into the cabinet. So one's finished, we've got to do the same to the other two, and then there's two smaller drawers as well, and then we get to put them in the big bad boy, and hopefully that should be us finished. Yeah boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers. Let's put them in. Okay, so as you can see, we've built one of the IKEA Alex drawer units. It took about an hour and a half. Wasn't very difficult at all. Actually, the instruction manual made it really easy and simple to build. It looks great. We've got one, and now we've got to build one more. Alright, as you can see, we've built both Alex units from IKEA, and that is exactly where we're going back to. We're going back to IKEA to see if we can get a tabletop for our desk. That's the next step of the battle station. Let's go.
The next day.
Alright, we're back in the gaff in the games room today. As you can see, we've got the Alex units. We've also got this big massive box here, which is going to be the top of the desk. But before we assemble the desk and start, putting the gaming setup together and even start building the PC on the desk, what we need to do is we need to paint the room, which is what we're going to do today. At the minute, to be honest, the room is fine. I'm actually not even too upset with the colour. It's maybe hard to see on camera, but it's kind of like a light grey. I quite like the colour, honestly. But as you can see, there's a bit of wear and tear. There's some marks behind the door, the handle had smashed into the wall, so we've had to polyfill it. It's just a bit run down, a bit grubby. So what we're going to do today is we're going to white it out. We've got some white paint, and we're just going to cover the whole room and white it out. We're going to do an all white setup. The desk is white, so we're going to stick to the colour scheme and stay on theme with white. And if in the future, for whatever reason, if I think, okay, the room's too white and maybe I need to do a different colour or something on the walls, then white's a nice neutral colour. It's a good base layer. We can just go over the top of that very easily with a different colour. So that's the plan for today. Get the gaming room painted. And the next time you see these walls, they're going to be white. Let's go. White wall's complete. We did a first coat yesterday. We came back today with a fresh trim for another fresh coat of paint. That's 2 coats and it's looking pretty clean, it's looking pretty good. So that is the walls done. The next step, we're gonna build our gaming desk. Okay, so today we are going to finish building our desk setup. We've got the IKEA Alex unit drawer, which is going to be the base of our desk, but it's quite low. It doesn't go that high off the ground. And I think if I'm sitting at my desk for a lot of time, it's going to be quite uncomfortable. I like my chair usually a little bit higher because I'm quite short. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise it before we put on our worktop. And how we're going to raise it is with these furniture risers. We're going to pop 4 of them on in each corner of the Alex drawer unit. You can see here there's space to screw them on. And that's going to lift then the worktop about 10 centimeters or so higher. And that'll be a perfect height for our gaming desk. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. We've got one of the Alex drawer units with the furniture risers on it. Actually, the furniture risers that we ordered off Amazon are too wide for the pre-drilled holes in the Alex unit. But it doesn't really matter. We've screwed in 2, and as you can see, they're very sturdy. We don't actually need all 4. They don't turn, they don't move. So that's exactly what we've done. We've done one, and now we're going to do the other one. All right, furniture risers on both desks. Let's put on the worktop. Okay, we actually finished putting on the furniture risers on the IKEA Alex units. We've put the actual top up on top of them as well with Velcro strips so it doesn't move about and shake quite as much, although it is pretty heavy. I saw some videos on YouTube saying you don't need it. I've done it just to be sure because it's going to be holding a very expensive PC and a lot of tech, so I don't want it moving or falling, even on the off chance. So some Velcro strips on the furniture risers, the desk on top, it works perfectly. You can see we've taken it back down now for now because the next thing we're going to do is install these 3D wall panels. Okay, and we're going to install them just behind the desk there, and that'll give a really cool backdrop for where our monitors and where our gaming setup's going to be. So that's the next thing. 3D wall panels on the wall, desk back in place, and hopefully then the room's starting to take a little bit of shape. The first one is on the wall. Let's go!
A few moments later.
That's right, boys and girls, we've got the wall done, looking absolutely sick. Let me flip you around so you get a better view. There's a better view of the wall. Okay, we haven't filled the whole wall completely, but that's basically where our desk's gonna go. It's gonna be a nice backdrop for our monitors whenever we get the final setup done. And yeah, it didn't take too long, honestly. You know, maybe an hour and a half, couple of hours to do that by myself. Time consuming just because, again, I was by myself doing it and I was being really, really careful not to mess it up or break any of the panels. And yeah, I was also wiping off excess adhesive glue just every time. I went through a lot of kitchen roll, but wanted to get it perfect and clean so I didn't have to redo anything or have to buy more stuff. So it took me a little bit longer, but really, really happy with how it turned out. It wasn't actually very difficult at all. So what we're going to do next is to stick on a couple of these legs in the middle. Because the desk is so long and so heavy and there's a gap in the middle that's pretty significant, it'll start to sag and the weight will bring down the desk, and we obviously don't want it to sag when we have expensive monitors or equipment on it. So we're going to put a couple of these legs in the middle, somewhere up towards the back, that'll just, you know, lift it up and keep the desk from sagging. And then lastly, we're going to use a Govee strip light with LEDs and pop that around the underside of the desk as well. So then we'll be able to turn on the LED lights and just light up the whole setup. Eventually we're going to get more. We'll probably put some LEDs around the 3D wall panels, and you know, we'll have some other decorations in the room. But for now, we're just worrying about the desk, and this is how we're going to mac it out and take it to the next level. So the next time you see the wall behind me, it's going to have a desk, LED lights, and it should look ready for a computer. There you have it, folks. The gaming setup desk is done. 3D panels, IKEA desk, LEDs. Now we just need our computer.